He is the public face of the Bush administration. Tony Snow, White House press secretary, a veteran of the rough world of Washington politics. Well, lately he's also been fighting his biggest battle against cancer. NBC's chief White House correspondent David Gregory has an exclusive look now at the personal struggle of a public man.
Come on, buddy.
Tony Snow decided early on living with cancer meant working with it. And working at the White House, that meant no let-up. Arriving before 7 a.m., staff meetings, time with the president, and yes, the televised daily briefing.
I don't care, no. Although this is seen as a high-stress job, I love it. The other thing is, I actually think it's good therapy to get out and work. It's the idea of, do you sit around and think, oh, I'm sick, and concentrate on the disease? Or do you sit around and think, okay, how do I fight this?
His fight is everyone's battle, including the president's.
What's he say to you about your illness now?
Yeah, what he does is just, how you doing? You know, he'll every once in a while, and it's interesting, he'll just bring it up. He'll want to know, how you doing? How far along are you? You know, what are they telling you? The same sort of questions you're asking me.
Since learning colon cancer returned nearly 5 months ago, Snow has undergone surgery and ducks out of work early every other Friday for chemotherapy.
How many chemo treatments have you had?
This is number 7 out of 8.
A 3-hour infusion of cancer-fighting agents that he says is working.
It looks like we're having success in driving it into remission and even going further and shrinking the larger tumors. And if that's the case, the little ones, you know, you have some hope that they're just getting wiped out altogether.
Still, it all takes a toll. He's lost weight, his voice is weakened, he's tired, and there's the hair.
Are you losing your hair?
Oh gosh, I've lost a ton of it.
But Snow says cancer is hardest on his family, including his 3 children.
Are they scared about Dad being sick?
I think they are. I think they're probably more than they let on.
Your son actually wrote an essay about hearing that you got cancer, and he wrote, I was devastated, but he said, speaking of you, that he would be fine, and he is.
Yeah.
You got a lot to live for.
Yeah, I sure do. I said, look, I'm going to bounce your kids on my knee. That's what I'm going to do. And that's what I want to do. I mean, you know, it's great to love people this much.
Even when he thinks about the worst, Snow insists he does not dwell on the prospect of dying.
Tell him I'm honored to meet him.
Do you have moments in here or when you get tired? Do you get depressed?
Not really.
Do you get tired of fighting?
No, at least not yet.
Snow admits even if he beats back the tumors, it's likely he'll live with cancer for the rest of his life.
Medical technology is moving so quickly that, you know, if you buy yourself 2 or 3 years, you buy yourself 10 years. What you really try to do is just keep yourself in a position to keep fighting.
And keep working.
This is a different setting where, you know, the sparring in the press room seems a long way away.
Yeah, it does. It does. You know, I got to tell you, it was so great to get back to the press room after surgery. You know, I mean, there's a certain sense where that's a kind of home, too.
For the face of the White House, an uncertain future, but a strong belief that life goes on.
Gentlemen, I'm going home. Good night. Thanks.
David Gregory, NBC News, the White House.
And Tony Snow had much more to say, and you can watch the interview in its entirety on our website at nightly.msnbc.com.